One of the most interesting directors, I think, working today is M. Night Shyamalan. Now, M. Night Shyamalan, he has cemented himself in legacy of directors. I mean, whether you love the guy, whether you hate the guy, his work will forever be dissected, will ever be talked about. It's funny because I do call myself a fan of M. Night Shyamalan, but there are very few movies of M. Night Shyamalan that I actually like. But every time M. Night Shyamalan comes out and announces he's doing a new movie, I instantly get intrigued. I instantly get curious. And one of the reasons for that is M. Night Shyamalan is famously very secretive. He holds his cards very close to the vest when it comes to the projects that he's working on next. And the next movie that he has coming up is called Trap. And there's been very little said about Trap. We don't really know what it is about. But now we have a little bit of an idea because at Cinemacon, they revealed some footage from the film, which gives us the setup of what we can expect from M. Night Shyamalan's new film. And this comes to us, whoops, not that one. This comes to us from Slash Film. Spoiler alert, by the way, if you don't want to know anything about Trap, don't listen to this quote. Here's what they had to say. Trap has kept its cards close to the chest, with the only known information about it revolving around the main setting of a concert venue with psychological thriller vibes, where they realize they're at the center of a dark and sinister event, according to the logline. The mind reels at the possibilities, but here's how the CinemaCon footage unfolded, as reported by Ryan Scott. The reel begins with a singer known as Lady Raven Sorry, I missed my spot. Reel begins with a singer known as Lady Raven, possibly played by Saleka Shyamalan, as well ID taking the stage with Josh Hartnett's character in attendance with his daughter, apparently in full dad mode. Upon leaving his prime seat to visit the restroom, Hartnett's character suddenly encounters police cars and camera people buzzing about some unknown development. After asking someone what's going on, he's informed that a mysterious figure known as the Butcher is the target, and the entire concert was a setup as an elaborate trap that could very well be a serial killer. From there, the quick cutting reel teases increasingly horrific imagery that includes Hartnett looking at his phone and seeing a video of someone trapped in a basement. It certainly appears that Hartnett himself is actually the Butcher in question, and the video on his phone is that of his own hostage. The footage ends with him giving a sinister smile to the camera. Alright, so that comes to us from Slash Film, and like I said, this is just some footage that was shown at CinemaCon. This is not a full plot synopsis, but it is the most that we've gotten from M. Night's new film. And what I take away from this is I love it. I love it. It sounds great. It sounds perfect for M. Night Shyamalan because I think M. Night Shyamalan is at his best when he is limited in his storytelling. Split is one of my favorite M. Night Shyamalan films because for the most part, it stays in this pocket of just focusing on a character with multiple different personalities who have kidnapped 3 teenage girls. That is the story. That is the movie. And that is mostly where the movie sits. I mean, The Sixth Sense, also very focused, a very in-pocket movie. When he gets bigger, when he tries to get more ambitious, like old people trapped on an island that is aging them, great premise. You kind of overdid it a little bit for me, M. Night Shyamalan, with all the science and all that kind of stuff that went behind it. The Village, I thought worked pretty simply, but then he had to add all these weird monster twists and all this kind of stuff. I like The Village, but still, M. Night Shyamalan, sometimes I just feel like he goes a little bit too big for his bridges. But when he's staying in this smaller, contained type film, I think he does some great stuff with it. And that's exactly what this kind of feels like it is. Now, obviously, that's not going to be the twist of the movie because with M. Night Shyamalan, you got to have a twist. Everybody knows that about M. Night Shyamalan. I honestly would love it if this one didn't. I think M. Night Shyamalan has kind of trapped himself in this corner of people expecting a twist from his movie. Every single movie has to have a twist, and I feel like M. Night over the years has gotten in his head about that and has tried to make his movies, his stories seem bigger than they are by trying to incorporate some twist, just trying to shoehorn and force it in there. A premise of a guy who is a serial killer in hiding but is being hunted. Give me the thrills, give me the intensity that M. Night Shyamalan has delivered and can deliver still. I think that is when M. Night is at his best, when he's given the thrills, when he's given the intensity, and he's keeping it small-scaled, he's keeping it focused and narrow. That's what it sounds like we're going to get with the trap. Hopefully, he doesn't decide, oh, and then there's aliens or something. I don't know. We don't need a big twist with this one, M. Night Shyamalan. Just go back to your roots, go back to simpler storytelling, and give us a great contained thriller, because I know you can do it, dude, and we'd love to see that. Well, thank you very much for checking out this clip from our live show that we do every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time called Zach Milne Talks Live. If you like talking movies, if you like talking movie news, why don't you consider hitting that subscribe button before you leave? We do that on this channel all the time. But if you still need some time before you fully commit, you can check out the full video this clip is from right here, and you can check out another video over here. The subscribe button's right here.